final being printed.
So what's going on here?
All right. So sorry, Dan.
That's
printed
me.
Some AT walkers on his 3D printer, and so he was showing me how to put it together. It is kind of complicated. He printed one for himself that's a little bigger, and then he printed 3. He got 2 of them done. Yours is still being printed, so we'll probably have to see it next week. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Okay. You're out of camera range. You're like way
sorry.
back there.
And it comes with a snow speeder.
And it comes with a little snow speeder too. Yeah.
Yours is currently printing, Franz.
That's fine.
I will bring it next week.
So yeah, that is the excitement that you missed
That's the
right
excitement
before you
I missed.
walked in.
Okay. All right.
Clean up a little bit. 'Cause this
Okay. So
part gets jammed in the butt. Okay.
Like you do.
So while you're assembling that, we'll talk about the Renaissance Fair. Oh, it comes with little snow speeders. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is complicated. You ain't lying. Does it come with... Did you print off the instructions?
No, my friend.
The
I had to
assembly
figure this out
instructions?
myself.
Oh,
That's why, as soon as I saw how many pieces there were, I was like, "Hey,
Maybe-
you email me the instructions." He's like, "No."
I don't want the instructions. It's going to be more fun putting it together.
maybe
figuring it out.
you just put mine together for me.
Well, he said it was.
That's what I'm doing for
my
Ryan
plan.
right
My
now.
plan was to just do it later, and he's like, "It's snapped together." I'm like, "Oh, well then, yeah, we can do it till Franz gets
Yeah,
in."
one of the hard parts is sticking.
Can I see the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted this one.
Pretty dang
painted
good,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you sand it?
It's
No.
articulate.
No, I didn't sand
It's articulated.
There should be a...
You know what the best part about this would be? If you mess up any of the printings, you now have like extra pieces that you can make terrain stuff with.
Yeah,
I
the ones
actually
that fall
had,
over
I
and-
have an extra head that I printed because I messed up gluing it together.
It's all glued. It's not...
No, it's
turning
not
and
all
bending.
glued, but some of it is.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like, can't snap. Oh, it broke. Here you go.
You
have it
can
back.
move the legs. The
little
legs
bit.
are
A little bit.
articulatable.
Is the neck and head articulable? Or?
Yeah, but that is the head's glued together, so
I like the red
That's pretty
in the eyeballs. It's a nice touch.
thank you.
And it's a little dirty. You got some dirt on it.
I did I did a rust wash on the outside of it.
Some weathering.
Okay, so let's see if I can remember. I think the long.
What's up with the fire? Is
But
that
I
3D
printed
printer?
that too for our
Camp.
camp.
Okay.
I wanted to bring presents so that so you wouldn't be mad at me and try to kill me every time.
I wasn't trying to kill you.
All right. Does the long piece that goes in the front, right? I have it on there that way. That looks right.
Yeah, that looks right. So it's
Okay.
on the back.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Renaissance Fair.
Ren
Yeah.
Fair.
You went.
Yes,
I
did.
went. These guys did not.
I did not get to
Did
do
not
it.
go.
It
I was
looked.
busy
A
painting
ton of
this.
my friends sent pictures, and it looked awesome.
The big problem I had with the Ren Fair, and what they need to fix in the future, is they need more food vendors.
More food vendors. Okay.
It was the first one.
Uh-huh.
It was the first Renaissance Fair they've had here in years, decades,
Oh.
maybe even centuries, and I'll go over that in a second.
All right.
Since the Renaissance.
Yeah, I'm about to say. The old days.
No, I'll tell it. Okay, so I'll start this. I'll tell you a story. I don't know if you guys know this,
Nope.
but
Probably not.
on Thomasville Road, right where the Walmart is.
Okay.
Before the Civil War, they used to have the Renaissance Fair there.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? They did. They
did
had.
not have Renaissance
They
Fair.
did.
Yeah, they did.
I was there.
No, I have a book.
I distinctly
about,
remember as a small child, I went to the Renaissance Fair.
Listen, no, I have a book because there.
then the war
Okay,
happened.
you know where the old Coles used to be?
Yeah.
War of
Yeah.
Northern
There's a
Aggression.
cemetery back there.
Yeah.
Y'all guys remember when I used to take care of the cemetery there?
No.
I do remember
No,
that. I
you
remember the
do.
time you took me there one time.
I took you there.
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
So anyway,
Good
the
old
cemetery
Hansie.
there.
It wasn't too bad.
One of the ladies that is buried there. That was a plantation,
He did
right?
not. That's good.
And there's like 3 sisters that lived on this plantation, and their dad was a doctor, and he took care of the Civil War soldiers, and there was a hospital there, right? And unfortunately, in that cemetery, like there's like these little headstones like this, and they say CSA on it, Confederate States of America, and people would steal those suckers, you know, and so like almost all the CSA headstone markers are gone out of that cemetery. But either way, one of the girls who lived in that plantation wrote a book of her memoirs of the war, before the war, living in the antebellum South and everything. And before the war, they used to have the Renaissance Fair down there on Thomasville Road.
That was your sister.
And they used to do the jousting. They had the knights and everything. And she was like kind of still a little girl. She was like kind of like between 8 and 13. I don't remember, but she said it was like amazing. It was the best highlight of the year every year was this Renaissance. So anyway, they used to have it 200 years ago here. But yeah, so they've been doing like reenactment stuff for centuries. Anyway, and now today, or this weekend, was the first Renaissance Fair they had here in years.
Yeah. I remember one.
And it was too big. There were too many nerds showed up to it.
The one in Gainesville has been there forever.
The Hogtown is in Gainesville. I've been to that one several times. And it's way too big.
I went to that one when I was like 10.
Yeah, it's like, that one is out of control. They kicked them out of their place that they used to be, and now they're in a different place. I think it's on campus or campus grounds or something, or airport or something. And it's so big and crowded, you can't even go to it. But this one was almost as big and crowded because it was 30 minutes to park. And I ate before I got there, which was good because all the food vendors it's an hour to place your order, it's an hour to get your food.
Yeah, and that was the problem I had.
And they ran out of food.
I brought $200 in cash because I expected getting a turkey leg. I didn't see any single person with a turkey leg. So I don't even think they had.
I think I saw one turkey leg.
I brought a bunch of cash thinking, oh, okay, it'll smooth things getting a bunch of food. And the lines were so long. I was like, I'm not going to sit in that line.
I saw somebody selling like gourmet popcorn that you're supposed to take home.
Yeah, it was in the middle of
and eat after the fair,
yeah.
And people were buying it, ripping it open, and just scarfing it up right there, on the site. Yeah. Everybody was so hungry, and there was like an hour-long wait for lemonade.
Yep.
And they ran out of food. Everybody ran out of food. I heard the second day was way better because there was way less turnout.
I could see that. Yeah. Once it started clearing out towards the end of the day, Saturday, it started getting better, but all the food was gone by then, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, they ran out of food, and I mean those vendors were making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
And my impression was all the booths, like the minimum buy-in for their tchotchkes was like $35. It was the cheapest thing you could buy, except for this one store where this lady set up a tent, and it was a boutique, like a ladies' boutique, and it was kind of like she had been sourcing stuff from Goodwill that was funky and kind of cool and fanciful, and she was selling them for good prices, which was good because Henry bought.
Because it was all cursed.
No, Henry bought.
I've seen Evil Things.
A Highlander like tartan like sash. It was like $10.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, they had like really nice fur vests for $10 or $12.
That being said, he doesn't look like a Highlander.
Well, he saw it. He wanted it. He grabbed it. He wouldn't let go of it. I had to go pay for it.
I understand.
He was like heading to the stroller. He's like, this motherfucker's mine. And he's like putting it on the stroller. I'm like, wait, we got to pay for it first, buddy. But that was the only booth I saw that had reasonable prices. Everything else was astronomical out there,
I didn't really look at prices because I wasn't interested in buying anything.
There was one thing where they had the foam, like you could get a mix and match combo of a foam sword and shield for, I think it was either $40 or I think it was $25 a piece, or if you got both, it was $40. And I almost got that, even though you can get the same stuff on Amazon like way cheaper, I think. But I was gonna go back, but Henry was not having it.
Back out because I can't.
He did not like
Get the thing in there. I shouldn't have.
My kids liked it. I took Toby and Gwen. They enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, he was like, he's a huge pacifist, so he did not like the fighting and the conflict. He didn't like the horses. He didn't like any of it.
We cheered for Carlos.
You saw Carlos there?
See, that was one of the
guys, not the Carlos I know in my head.
No. I don't know your Carlos.
Now, who's the guy that does the SCA stuff that we know, the bald-headed dude that used to do Mordheim?
Jason Maxwell, yeah.
Jason Maxwell, yeah.
I don't think I saw any SCA people there. I assumed I would.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll see him every once in a while, like a Walmart
Publix
or
or something,
Publix or something, yeah. He's doing alright. He's got 2 kids, and his wife's...
I know his
Happy
wife
and
is
stuff,
deep
and-
into that stuff, too.
Yeah.
But there were 4 combat arenas. Like, there was the hardcore guys, the SCA guys, the foam guys, with the fake stuff, and
Pumped guard.
Amp card.
there were 2 jugglers sections.
That was
I saw a juggling thing.
I saw fire jugglers and I saw regular jugglers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there
And
was the jousting,
midget
which was
jugglers.
cool.
We
And-
watched 1.5 joustings. We watched one completely all the way through, and then while we were waiting for food, another one was going on. So we just kind of watched it from the distance and then walked up to it after we got. And by food, I mean Big Easy Snowballs was it.
The
Harry
vendors,
period.
I mean, they're going to do it next year. I mean, they made enough money. Hopefully they'll be more prepared this time.
That's actually what the MC of the first jousting event was like. You know, we're glad y'all came out here. We are going to convince the grounds people to give us more space, and we're going to get more stuff out here.
It was a first shot, and I don't think people... I think the event planners were not estimating that there were that many
They were still
nerds
using
here.
the same plans from the Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, dude, there were so many people there.
Yeah,
so
there were.
much variety.
It didn't
know.
seem crazy crowded, though.
It didn't seem crazy crowded.
Yeah.
But I saw a line for just going and buying tchotchkes, though.
Yeah.
There was a huge
Yes.
line for one of the vendors that
Yeah.
was selling, like,
Where was it? At the
wooden
fairgrounds?
swords
Yes,
and
fairgrounds,
stuff. It wasn't in the normal, like, center part of the fairgrounds. It was off to the side,
It's like
in the
a
back.
triangular section.
Yeah, in the
In the-
shitty part, you know.
Like, so there's all the buildings kind of in the center.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
was it?
in south of there.
South.
Usually where all the carnies set up their
So
RVs,
So not. Oh, okay. So like over by
the
not
camp
by the,
area.
not by the stadium,
No.
the other side. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right across the road from, like, I think the tax collector's office or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was... I had a good time. I wanted to go back and get some more stuff, but it's like, everything was stupid expensive,
Yeah.
and I wasn't dressed up. I did not get dressed. I didn't have my stuff, because I have my stuff, but it's double layered wool.
Yeah.
That sounds
I was
awful.
like, yeah, I did not want it. But then when I saw, like, all the people dressed up, I'm like, I felt out of place, and I was like, man, I really should've
A lot
worn
of
it.
people did.
There were more people dressed than not
Yeah.
dressed.
And the only thing I brought, which I was uncertain, but I was so glad I did, was my wizard hat. Because that kept the sun off my neck. I think that saved me, because I did not think to bring sunscreen.
You
didn't
And
wear-
I would have been miserable
You
without
didn't
that.
wear your Luke
That hat was
Skywalker
great.
costume?
No.
That's too bad.
Luke
I
Skywalker.
thought about it, because I'm like, well, I got a cloak. But I was like, maybe they got a better looking cloak there that I can buy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I actually went to the Goodwill today, and I got 2 really nice pair of pants that I'm going to use, and it was like $3 for both pair of
Yeah,
pants.
it was
You know,
good.
and I got a top, and I don't have a great hat, but I got a hat, you know. But I won't get caught with my pants down next time. I hope, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because the other group I play D&D with, they're like, we should go as our characters, and I was like, I really don't want to show up as a demon.
As a what?
My character's a tiefling, which is like a
Oh,
demon
yeah.
person who's got horns and stuff.
I saw.
There
I
were a
saw
bunch of
people-
those out
yeah,
there.
I was about to say I saw a bunch of
There are a
people
lot of
dressed up
tieflings
in
out
all
there.
sorts of things.
Okay, well, I have to find some tiefling horns then that are actually legit.
I saw some furry people.
Can
there.
print.
All right, get on it.
Okay.
Okay, so
We saw a falconer show too. Well,
yeah, I
that
saw
was
the
good.
birds, and I
Yeah.
showed the birds to Henry, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, birds. That's an owl." And that was it. He's like, "Can we go home now?" You know, he was done.
Yeah.
But he's 3, so
Yeah.
he
If he doesn't see Chuck E. Cheese, he's like, yeah.
Like-
no, he saw the ambulance and the
in like
and
4
the
or
police
5
cars.
decades, he'll enjoy
He's
it
like
more.
that. He's like, "Let's go check that out."
Oh, okay.
He literally said, "There's an ambulance. Let's go check it out."
You know what you should take to Henry too is the fire burning festival at Red Hills or whatever.
Oh no, he hates fire.
Oh.
He
There's
hates fire.
I know that every once in a while they'll do like
Fire trucks.
They'll have like all the fire department come out and the police.
We did
and
that. Yeah.
And the helicopters.
I took my
But
kids
they-
to that, but this was like 15
Alright,
years
my
ago.
thumbs are
They still
higher.
do
Push
it.
that in
Well,
there.
they had a fire juggler there,
Which side?
juggling torches and everything,
yeah,
and Henry was like,
yeah,
"Get
the
me
whole
the fuck away
show.
from that."
So
What?
you
They had a whole
know,
show of fire
Yeah.
juggling and breathing and.
Henry was freaking out.
Yeah.
He don't
My
like
friend,
that stuff at all.
They take like phone on their phone. They look pretty cool, man.
Oh yeah, I got some photos and videos too, actually.
Yeah, one of my buddies was on Facebook. He was dressed as a hobbit, you know. And I was like, I didn't see him out there. He was but
That's cool.
I didn't see him.
Gwen got a picture of me in the stocks or the pillory or whatever, but I didn't.
They had a whack-a-night, 5 whacks for $2 with a metal sword against their steel armor. And I was like, hey, I got $20, man. You can go to town. Oh, there you go. I'm glad you brought your hat.
Yeah, we were out.
Oh, we
That was when we were in the almost the only shade there by the jousting
Was your hat?
area. So we were hanging out watching the jousting mostly just for the shade, but it was an entertaining show as well.
Yeah, so.
So yeah. Well, that sounds cool, man. Like I kind of wish I had my family thing, so I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Damn, this thing does not want to go in there.
I know. I think the
Let me get my glasses.
joint is a little
My
bit.
glasses.
We
All
know
right,
that-
so let's transition here to getting down to brass tacks with the game here.
Do you want to start over with the video? Or
No, we'll just
keep
yeah. Let's start. We'll restart it.
Clapboard.
Bye, internet. We'll see you guys later.
And cut.